that thing coming out of the thing again?
Did that just say run?
Let's go, baby!
Once Human is a multiplayer-only, open-world survival crafting game with looter-shooter elements. This review is for the Steam demo, and things may change when the game releases. There's a pretty in-depth character customization. I chose to max every slider and see what would happen.
This is my masterpiece!
The story was super convoluted in the beginning, but it could also be because I have a smooth brain, and I didn't really read much, since it was a demo.
I'm gonna laugh when Dovaz doesn't has to actually manually put in the passcode.
11111. Son of a...
A quick summary is that the world has essentially gone apocalyptic due to something called starfall. Stardust pollutes the world and transforms people and objects into monsters called deviants. However, your character is a meta-human capable of resisting this infection and using special powers. And to no one's surprise, we're going to use our abilities to try to save the world. Maybe. The gameplay loop we found in the Steam demo involves traveling to a new area on your motorcycle.
Hell yeah! Beep beep.
Activate a rift anchor.
Well done.
Do this 4 times per zone. This unlocks a monolith where you can then do a big boss fight. Combat is fairly fluent and allows for a lot of varying playstyles. You have 3 slots for weapons, 1 slot for a melee weapon with a 3-swing combo, a heavy swing, shoulder tackle, ground stomp, as well as back attacks and finishers. Your primary and secondary can be an array of ranged weapons of your choice, with headshots providing bonus damage. Some enemies have armored locations as well as weak points. Shooting the weak points enough usually brings down the enemy and exposes their head. Additionally, you can use your meta-human ability to control certain objects to do special actions. We also have captured deviants inside our backpack that grant special abilities. Once Human tries to merge looter-shooter and survival crafting genres, so there's a lot of subsystems. Start by, like survival games, gathering resources like ores, wood, and more. You build a base of operations, add things like forges, crafting benches, and there's many other buildings that you can unlock in tech trees for different branches of crafting. On top of these, every 5 character levels you get to choose a randomized passive that can affect your crafting, gathering, or combat. These are random, but can be re-rolled with a special item. Weapons and armor can be crafted after learning them via blueprints found in special crates throughout the map. Each weapon can be crafted at multiple tiers based on the resources that were used to give it additional base stats. And existing weapons can be upgraded via a function called calibration. This uses more of your standard resources. Some blueprint weapons have special effects like this SMG. It bounces bullets to hit additional enemies. On top of that, you can find mods of multiple rarities that you can equip to your weapons and armor for even more customization. You can also craft food, water, and healing items to keep your stats up. But to be frank, these items are so easy to find that I never found myself needing to interact with any of the survival system. Low water means reduced stamina, low sanity reduces your maximum health, and as for low food, I actually don't know what low food does, because supplies were just so abundant, I always kept these issues, completely at bay without even a single thought. Once Human is an online-only game, and it runs on servers with a choice for either PvE or PvP. Our demo playtime was specifically on the PvE servers, so if you want to follow up on PvP, be sure to let us know. And letting us know would be really easy in-game. Communication is really abundant, there's team-up systems via the in-game friends list, parties for grouping up in the open world as well as fighting bosses together, There's also hives, which are like small guilds, allowing you to link up your bases and quickly party up. Additionally, there's also a full guild system called warbands. We put over 10 hours into this demo, and so far we like what we see. However, I do have quite a few concerns. First is monetization. The developer Starry Studio appears to be affiliated with NetEase. These guys are infamously known for creating mobile games like Diablo Immortal. Starry Studio has stated the game will be free to play, with microtransactions that are cosmetic only and no pay for power. But I really can't help but being concerned that this could change at any time, considering there are already daily login reward events that create fear of missing out, just like a mobile game that NetEase would make. The second concern I have is the game's optimization and just its feeling of being unfinished. During my demo playtime, I experienced frame rate drops constantly. Even after reducing my settings repeatedly, I had screen tearing. It was kind of a technical nightmare. The NPCs had problems with lip syncing, where sometimes they did and other times they didn't.
I haven't been able to figure out how. Maybe you'll have more luck.
There were random graphical issues with some of the quests where things just kind of popped in. And with the game's expected release of July 9th, there really isn't a lot of time left for them to fix all of this. My last concern involves the endgame loop. I really worry that we're going to get another Division or New World where their launch's endgame was just non-existent. This demo offered a lot of interesting gameplay, like we were hooked for a good 10 hours. It combines a lot of my favorite genres, and I'm definitely going to be adding this to my wish list and trying it out at its launch. To see more reviews, click here.
When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
That's creepy as